This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Porch Protection Systems.
So you remember just a few weeks ago, it seemed like we had 5 consecutive weekends of nothing but rain, had to stay inside day after day.
Yeah, and just recently it seems like we've been doused with rain. But let's back up to that statement about having to stay inside. Why stay inside when you can spend those days of wet weather out on your porch? Well, that's possible thanks to the Porch Protection Systems. You're probably familiar with the name, but today we're getting a very visual lesson on how it's made. 102.5 WBOC's Corey Phoebus stopped by the production facility in Delmar to see how it's done.
You know, if you're a homeowner, that means that you have to take care of your home. You have to increase the longevity of your house and things around it. Well, today we're focusing on your porch. So I came down to Porch Protection Systems to figure out how exactly I can do that. Here with me is Bill. How are you, Bill?
Good. How are you, Coy?
I'm all right. So tell me, what is Porch Protection Systems? What benefit would it have for me?
Well, we make roll-up clear vinyl curtains for screen porches. The benefit is you can use your porch year-round, so it doesn't get pollen, doesn't get dirt, dust, rain, wind, and all of that.
So from what I understood before coming here is that you could only use it in the wintertime. You're saying that's not true?
No, I was told when I first started probably I could sell them in September and the rest of the year nobody would be interested. But they're very useful all winter long. We find people love to be able to use their porch all winter long. It holds heat very well.
Sure.
A good heat source is just open the door to the house and the heat will move out. We eat dinner in our porch every night all winter long.
Okay, so let's break down the other seasons. You have winter, which you've explained. Now let's go to spring. How can it help me there?
The pollen, people really get aggravated with the pollen because you clean it out and then 2 days later you got to clean it again.
It's all yellow again.
Yeah, so this system keeps the pollen out of your porch.
Okay, now what about summertime?
Summertime, summer squalls,
okay,
summer storms, rainstorms move through. You don't want your furniture, your rugs, stuff, plants blowing over, dogs barking.
Right.
So
okay.
So people use it in the summertime.
Okay, so it protects against weather. And what about the fall?
The fall is really when people take the most interest in it because they know the cooler weather's coming.
Sure.
They also like the square footage for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, having company and friends over. You can use that porch for, you know, for parties and things like that.
All right, now from what I understand, you have invented this type of porch protection.
I did, out of necessity.
Okay, so what was your motivation behind it?
We built a new home in '07 and screen porch was finished. We bought all new furniture and things and we moved in November, and that's when the wind and rain, things like that started coming in and wet everything. It ruined plants over. Yeah, so that's when I came up with the idea.
So can you talk to me about marine grade material? That's what I understand you use, but I don't know what it is.
Well, when I first started, my thing was I don't want to be in the curtain repair business. Okay, so whatever we make for people, I want it to last. I want it to hold up.
That makes sense.
So we use all what we call marine grade material, with stuff you would use to build a cockpit on a boat. It's made to be out in the weather 24/7.
Okay, now with the porch protection systems and where they're assembled, that's probably sent off somewhere else to get done and then shipped back. I'm probably waiting a while, am I right?
Well, no, every one of these is custom made for that particular porch. So it's all locally fabricated.
Really?
We have 3 fabrication shops. They're all here on Delmarva.
Okay.
So I meet with the customer, I do the design work, and I turn it into my fabricators, and it's all done right here on Delmarva.
So you're talking about it's custom made to my porch. Does that mean I can choose anything I want, even color?
Sure. We have 20 different colors. There's normally a certain amount of fabric at the top, which acts as a casing. So when you roll it up, the casing covers the clear vinyl. And it looks nice too when it's rolled up. So there's 20 different colors for that.
How long will my protection system last me?
I don't know. I've only been doing it 9 years.
And you haven't had a return since?
No, I haven't had a return since.
So at least a decade, and that's definitely something that we should all be looking into.
They should last a long time. It's like anything else. If you take some minor steps to take care of it,
sure, just like everything else.
Like everything else.
Okay. Well, you've certainly you know, opened my eyes to something that I had no idea coming into this. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out, Coy.
Folks, I highly recommend that you look into getting your porch protected. Back to you guys.
And if you want a testament that proves how effective the porch protection system really is, just yesterday our showrunner was at the park and struck up a conversation with a man named Mike. They started talking about Delmarva life, and he told her he had a porch protection system installed. He said Hands down, it was the best investment he's ever made. And Jimmy, he said the day after the blizzard earlier this year, he stepped onto his porch and it was a comfortable 70 degrees. You remember that day, don't you?
Well, I remember that.
Yeah, he said at that moment, he called Bill to simply thank him for his work.
Every time we do a story on the Porch Protection Systems, we have somebody that reaches out to us to find out more about it. Now, if you're one of those people and you want to know more, we have that information on DelmarvaLife.com.